Alright, I think we are live. If I'm not mistaken, you guys let me know how it's sounding down there. We're trying a whole another setup. So as you can see, we've got a whole new backdrop. I've got this mic. I'm hoping that the mic sounds okay. And we'll see how everything does tonight. We have put a lot of effort into trying to get this thing right tonight, and I put a lot of effort into just trying to put out good content for you guys. We got an echo. What do we got echoes for? Of course.
Do you have two mics on?
I think so. Let me try this. Echo. Lots of echoing. Maybe that helped. You guys let me know. I think that's what happens. I had accidentally had two mics going. But anyway, that's just how it goes for live streaming for me. Even every time you think you've got everything worked out, then something like that happens. So looks like we are good now. The echo is much better. Cheers. It just you can't, I don't know, that's just how it goes. The more you work at it and practice and try to get better at it, and then right off the bat something like that happens, it's too funny. Yeah, that's right. If I did everything right all the time, other people would feel bad about themselves. So that's kind of, I'm trying to think what that movie was where it was a Cheech and Chong movie where he put a scar on his face where he would give himself a blemish to give everybody else a chance. Okay. So tonight we have a bunch of people in the house, and I'm really, really happy. We're going to talk about Wyld Camp here in a minute. I want to say some hellos here, and hopefully I can get everybody because the chat is scrolling like crazy. So hopefully I can get everybody and say hello. So I see we have Wheels and Reels Adventures. Our buddy Ken Barrett's in the house. Bodier's here. Matt Barwick is in the house. Michael Hines. We got Skeeter and Carl Smith. Eeyore's in the house. And let's see. Grant is here. Glad to see you. Miss Deborah. Jason. Ed Chaos. Hike with Mike is in the house. Campfires in Life is in the house. Let's see. Boy, you guys are really... Oh no, that was all the that was all the echo chat. Now I'm going to have to make a shirt that says Echo on it. That would be funny. Taco 05 is here. Matt Grills. Donald Mike Gideon. Kevin Hunter. Alright, so I think I made all my hellos in there. I appreciate you guys all coming. So, we are going to talk about Wyld Camp tonight. And we are really, really excited about Wyld Camp this year. You know, Sarah and I put a ton of effort into Wyld Camp. And it's a labor of love for us. And it takes a lot of work, to be honest with you. It really does. And Sarah and I spent a ton of time running around trying to make sure we had a good spot for Wyld Camp, and it was just tough to find, guys. Last year, Eeyore said, "Re wild, wild, wild." That's hilarious. So last year, I can't remember. It was like the middle of the year when we set Wyld Camp up, and we had the pick of wherever we wanted to go for Wyld Camp, pretty much, and that we picked Lake Shore Campground last time because it was small, and we figured 50 people would be probably being optimistic. And then we ended up with a ton of people on the waiting list wanting to come, and they couldn't get tickets. So we were really, really trying to make it where if you wanted to come, you could get a ticket this year. So we were looking for a much bigger site. And Sarah and I rode around and looked at different spots. And I talked with the Wild Bunch the other day, our patrons. And last Saturday, Sarah and I went and looked at a place. And I see we got Danny Hale and Coyote Survival. Hey, how's it going? Last Saturday, Sarah and I went and looked at a place. And by all the things that we looked at online, it should have been an awesome place. And I contacted the lady, and everything looked like it was going to be great. She was going to work with us, and it was going to be awesome. And then we went and looked at it. And when I say that it was like the worst trailer park you've ever been to, which, hey, trailer parks are trailer parks. I'm not saying, you know, anything bad about trailer parks. I'm just saying it's not where I would have wanted to hold a camp. And it was just not going to work, and we immediately realized that. And again, it was just like almost crushing because we're trying our best to get a good spot for Wyld Camp. And where we wanted was booked up through the time frame that we wanted to be there. So we were looking around, and it was just looking like we might not even be able to do Wyld Camp. And that really wasn't an option, so we started looking into a spot to do Wyld Camp, and we came up with a spot. And let's see. Now I'm gonna try to do this tonight. It may not be a smooth transition as I wanted to, but we're gonna try to work this thing out. So I'm using a live streaming setup here so we can do some other stuff. So we'll see how this works. So we decided to go ahead and go with Doe Lake Campground. And Doe Lake is really, really nice. So Doe Lake has a bathhouse with heated showers, and they have a really nice pavilion for us to we could do our Saturday night dinner and raffle there. And so that should be really, really nice. It's a beautiful spot. It has a kitchen for us to be able to get ready to cook dinner and everything for the raffle, for the dinner that night, and that should be really cool. And then as we go outside, I'll show you around a little bit. These are all pictures that we found online, and hopefully pretty soon we'll get you some video of the actual place. But So there we have the fire ring out there with some benches, and they've got a barbecue grill area. And then here's another view of the lake. So Doe Lake is really, really nice. And it is a big lake. So I've done another camp out video there. And so you can bring your kayak or your canoe out there and paddle. And that'll be a lot of fun. There is a trail, equestrian trail out there apparently, that is like 34 miles of trails. So if you wanted to do some hiking, you could do some hiking. And what did she say? We're calling it Wyld Clamp.
Cute.
That's funny. So yeah, it's a really, really nice place. And there's a lot of stuff that we're going to be able to do there. We're going to have tons of classes this time, I'm hoping. And there will be just plenty of room for us to sprawl out. Plus, we can have over 100 people there. So I think we're going to offer 100 tickets. Is that right? To start, I think to start with, we're going to offer 100 tickets. And if we hit that and it looks like we need more room, we have the room to adjust. But I think 100 tickets is going to be kind of where I want to be. Because I still want to kind of keep that intimate feel. I don't want it to get to a point where, as I told the Wild Bunch the other day, I don't want to get to a point where we have a bunch of little cliques going on. I want it to keep that feel where we're all together. And but there is room out there for hammocks. There's room out there for your tents. There's room out there for your overlanders where you can camp out of your car, stuff like that. There isn't any RV hookups or anything out there. I think you can bring your RV out there if you want to, but there's no hookups for it. There's no dump station or anything, no electricity. There is electricity inside the pavilion, so that'll be really nice. Ed Chaos said that's where HangCon started. Yes, so that's where HangCon started at. And it's a really, really nice place. So, check this little thing out. I designed this. Look at that. Nope, that's the wrong one, of course. It wouldn't be me if I didn't do it incorrectly. Let's go main screen again. I thought I had this all set up, guys, where it was going to be smooth. Okay, so apparently I have deleted the thing that I was going to show you. Oh well. So like I said, we did the Doe Lake Campground. The problem with Doe Lake Campground is the fact that we were unable to get it within the time frame that we wanted it. So we wanted mid-October to mid-November, somewhere in there. But it was all booked up. So this year, let's see. This year Doe Lake is going to be December 13th through the 15th. So Doe Lake is in Umatilla. It's about 30 minutes south of where we were last time. So December 13th through the 15th. And that's going to be for general admission tickets. So the general admission tickets are going to be, because we had to we wanted to get this site, it was a little more expensive, so the tickets have gone up this year. So the tickets are going to be, for general admission, $30 for the weekend for adults. Kids 13 to 17 are $15, and then 12 and under will be free. So that's going to be your Wild Camp tickets. Now the tickets for the the August 1st, right? Okay. So I know this is a little bit kind of choppy and stuff tonight, not quite as much like I normally do, but I kind of want to get the information right for you and have everything done right. So the more I do this, the smoother it'll get, hopefully. So Wyld Camp this year is going to be, it's the second weekend of December. So December 13th through the 15th, like I said. And I know that's kind of right there between Thanksgiving and Christmas. And we didn't want to do that, but for us to be able to do that, or for us to be able to do it at Doe Lake, this was the only way we could do it. And they did have the weekend before that available, but that was just going to be too close to Thanksgiving. So I know some people are not going to like these dates, but that's the best we could do this year, guys. And honestly, we started early. We started early booking for a place for Wyld Camp this year, and everything booked up just like that, super fast. So let's see, what do we got here? Hype Mike said, cool, he'll try to make it out this year. I hope you can. And Grant says, worth it for that kind of venue. I think it really will be worth it, guys. It's gonna be a really, really nice setup. Now, the nice thing too is, because of, I'll explain it to you here in a minute, because of something else we're doing this year, we're actually going to be able to offer day pass. I'm back, sorry. I'm definitely messing this up, but that's okay. So your day passes are going to be Saturday. This says 8 a.m. to Saturday night after the raffle. It'll actually be 8 a.m. So, or 9 a.m. I mean, 9 a.m. till Saturday night after the raffle. Now the day passes don't include raffle tickets. So if you get a weekend pass, you will be getting 5 raffle tickets. And then, but the day pass doesn't include raffle tickets, but you will be able to purchase raffle tickets at the event. Now, day passes will not be available at the gate. So day passes will be pre-purchased.
All tickets are pre-purchased.
All tickets will be pre-purchased, yes. All tickets are going to be pre-purchased, but the day passes is something that we couldn't do last year because we just didn't have the room. This year we do have the room to do it, so we're excited to be able to do day passes. That's going to be really cool. Let's see. The day pass tickets were, I done clicked off of that. It was $20 for the day pass for adults. Was it $15 for kids?
Yeah.
And then, let's see. Yeah, so it was $20 for adults for a day pass and $15 for the kids. And Saturday is going to be the main day for classes and stuff. The class itinerary and stuff like that will be coming out soon. You'll just have to kind of follow along for that. We don't have all that nailed down yet, but I think it's going to be a really, really cool event this time. Last time it was cool too, but this time we're trying to do a little bit bigger. And let's see, try to jump back to this chat real quick before I move on. See if I'm missing anything.
So, saying better than it being in July or August, which, yeah, it'll be much better weather.
Yeah, so that was the reason that we wanted to push it later. We wanted to go, mid-October to mid-November. Because we didn't, we try our best to make sure we're not interfering with, you know, your Christmas and all that stuff. And but you know, it is what it is. We just have to do what we can do. Ken said day passes for kids said $10. Okay. Yeah, if that's what it said, that's correct. Like I said, guys, I'm trying my best to get everything right, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I will be. Grant said he needs another water filtration course. I will be putting on my water filtration class. It's a water safety and filtration class, so that should be pretty good.
So like Bodeal said that we get to check in earlier than last year, and you talked about that because it is like getting an extra half day.
Yeah, so let's see, should I talk about the VIP before I talk about that, or talk about that first? So we will be doing be opening the gates Friday morning this time at 9 a.m. So you will be able to come in and set up Friday morning at 9 a.m. And that was so much nicer than last year, because last year you couldn't get there until check-in was like 3 last year. So this means that you will be able to have classes throughout the day on Friday as well. And that's going to make it, you know, you'll have a whole nother day basically to go to classes, to hike, to go kayaking, and all that stuff. So that'll be really nice, you know. Plus, if you get there on Friday morning, that will give you a jump on setting up, you know, give you a little quicker site. You know, you be able to pick your site and stuff a little faster. So the earlier you get there on Friday morning, you'll be able to pick your site and that kind of thing. But gates will not open before 9 a.m. So general admission, if you get there before 9 a.m. on Friday, you will be sitting outside. I don't mind all that stuff, but you can't get there, you know, at 8, 7:30 or 8 o'clock and expect to be able to get in. Let's see. Randy Beeson, good to see you. Appreciate you you joining us tonight. Let's see. We've talked about the day passes. We talked about the dates. Have I missed anything in the chat yet? Let's see. Matt Barwick says nice venue, good time of the year for weather. So yeah, I'm hoping that will be cool enough at night that we won't have to worry about bugs and stuff or sweating. And then, you know, Florida during the day, it should warm up enough that we could swim, do some fishing, and things like that. Grant said close to the bathrooms for sure. That's one thing that we were chatting about the other night. That pavilion is pretty good sized, and I'm not 100% sure, but I think I saw somewhere that is heated and has AC. If that's the case, if it's hot, we will all pack up inside there. Oops. We'll all pack up inside there and sleep in the AC if we have to. We'll all just have to get good friends. So,
You're not allowed to sleep in there.
but yeah, you're not allowed to sleep in there. But if it gets really, really hot, which, you know, Florida can happen, I think we'll pile in there and hope for the best. Campfire Live said we'd be doing a Bigfoot Grinch hike at night. We probably will do a Bigfoot hike at night and just have some fun with that. That's something that we were talking about the other night with the Wild Bunch, is that this is actually close to Christmas, so we could do some Christmas themed stuff if we wanted to. Put up some Christmas lights and all that sort of thing, so that might be kind of cool.
And there's that equestrian trail.
Yeah, so there is the equestrian trail that we can do some hiking and stuff on out there, so that'll be cool. Like I said, I think if I'm not mistaken, that equestrian trail is like 34 miles. So, you know, if somebody wants to hike 34 miles, good luck. It won't be me. I won't be leading that hike, I can tell you. 34 feet, maybe. but not 34 miles. So we are excited this year to announce something that we are. I'm trying to think how to say that. Something that we wanted to do last year and we just couldn't make it work. And but this year we are doing VIP night. So Thursday night will be VIP night. And I'm going to tell you how you can get to be able to be at VIP night. So VIP night will be for super supporters and the Wyld Bunch, our patrons. If you join our Patreon and become one of the members of the Wyld Bunch, you have to be a member for 3 months, and it has to be the top tier. So you have to be the $5 tier and a 3 months member to be able to join us for the Thursday night. But that'll be cool. You will get to come in there and you will be early access to camping. So that will be I think it's after 3 p.m. you can get there, right after 3 p.m. on Thursday, and then you'll get early access to set up your campsite, and we'll all have a small, this is going to be a limited number of people. So it'll be for the Wyld Bunch, the patrons, and then for super supporters. So last year we had a couple super supporters, but it wasn't a thing that we set up as far as super supporters. It was just sort of it kind of happened naturally. But this year, because like I said, this event was considerably more expensive than last year's event, considerably. And so that got put on a credit card, and we are trying our best to do things to help recoup that cost, if that makes sense to you. So we are offering super supporters this year, which super supporters are people who want to support the channel. And this is something that I've had people say they'd like to support the channel, but not necessarily join the Patreon. They don't want to join a monthly service, which I can understand that. So if you become a super supporter, the super supporters will be limited slots. We're only going to do 20 slots for super supporters for Thursday night. So you'll have to get in on this pretty quick. So for one person, for one ticket for super supporters, is $50 or more, but that's going to get you 3 nights. And the super supporters will actually get an extra, or the Wyld Bunch and super supporters are going to get an extra 5 raffle tickets. So you'll get a total of 10 raffle tickets for the event, or for the raffle Saturday night. Let's see. Level 2 super supporter is going to be $75 or more, and that's going to be 2 tickets. And that will also get you the extra raffle tickets and Thursday night. And then, like I said, the perks for that, you're going to get VIP night admission, early access to campsites. We're going to be doing exclusive badges, limited edition stickers, and we will be, for super supporters and Wyld Bunch, we'll be doing a shout out for the video. So for the patrons and the super supporters, we will be doing a shout out for the video. So I think that's going to be really good. So it's going to get you an extra night. You'll be able to help the channel. Plus, you're going to be able to get those tickets early. I'm going to show you how to do that real quick. We'll give you an email here. And if you email us and say you want to be a super supporter and you go ahead and join, your tickets will go ahead and be locked in. So that email is going to be what happened here? I have gotten this thing messed up somehow. somehow I messed up my ticker that I had all planned out. Again, that's just par for the course for me. So, let me see if I can figure out how to do this. What is that email, Sarah? It's wyldcamp2024@gmail.com. I thought I had this all figured out, guys, but apparently I didn't. Sarah's going to put that in the comments real quick. Let's see. I'm sorry, guys. I really thought that I had this all worked out, but that's par for the course. Grant said he needs to hit a good scratch off. Yeah, I know it's kind of expensive, but ultimately I think it's going to be worth the money. Let's see. Grant said vendors, Tuff, Possum, Grayl, etc. So we're going to work on that. This year I'm hoping to get some vendors, but I don't have that nailed down yet. Like I said, we're still, in the process. This is early, so this is for December. We're still in the process of getting everything worked out, but I'm telling you, it's gonna be worth it. We're gonna have some good raffle prizes, and hopefully we'll be able to get some vendors going here. I had, like I said, I had this whole thing worked out where I thought I was gonna be able to have like these tickers and stuff running across the screen, and somehow I messed that up, and I don't understand how I did that, but anyhow, we have got some designs that we're working on for the t-shirts, and this is just kind of a idea for the t-shirt design. This is I guess it's might be kind of hard to see now that I'm looking at it, but just it should be a pretty cool design. Sarah's working on this, and it's gonna be a nicer t-shirt this year than it was last year because Sarah designed it and not me. So Egg Chaos said hit up Barry from Fire and Ice. He's local. We'll look into that. That guy was hilarious at HangCon. His entrance at the raffle was absolutely hilarious, and it kills me that I didn't get that footage of that. I wish that somebody would have got footage of that. That guy come running up there like a WWE wrestler launching himself into the ring with like ring music, and it was pretty awesome. So yeah, that was awesome. Yeah, I'm just Taco5 said needs to check out overlays. I don't really do a whole lot of the live streaming through this program. I typically just do it straight off my phone, but I wanted to be able to have those overlays, and it's not as smooth as I was hoping it was going to be, but I'll work on it. It'll be fine.
Next time, I think you should set it up and I can switch through them while you're talking.
Yeah, maybe that's what we'll do. Next time, Sarah can kind of switch through them as I'm talking, and that way I'm not having to do it. So, Grant said good designs on the t-shirt. Eeyore said that axe was amazing. That Fire and Ice axe that guy Barry donated to the raffle was absolutely beautiful. Whoever won that thing got a really, really nice piece. Miss Deborah said, I know this year's design will be fabulous. It definitely will, because Sarah's doing it. And last year I wanted that, and I know I said that, I wanted that look that was like summer camp look to the shirt, and it looked good. I'm not gonna lie, I liked that. It was what I wanted it to be. But now seeing, the shirt Sarah's designing versus what I designed last year, I'm like, maybe I could have done a little better. I thought it was cool though. I liked it. Everybody bought them, and so that's something that we're going to work on too. We haven't decided 100% how we're going to do that yet. We may do the t-shirts like we did last year, where you can just order them from our crowd-made store. But we're trying to work on a way to be able to do them, print them in-house. And if we can do that, oh, we got Tony in the house. Random Adventures 2.0. Hey, Tony. Very cool. Appreciate you coming to hang out with us. But we are trying to see if we can figure out a way to do the shirts, you know, on site there, because last year we had a lot of people that wanted shirts but didn't order them early, and it does take literally 2.5 weeks or so to get your shirt if you order it from Crowdmade, so you have to order it early. Don't forget big boy sizes. Yeah, we'll definitely make sure we can have the big boy sizes. What did I miss?
We'll have kid sizes.
We will have kid sizes also.
I don't know. I'm looking into that.
Sarah's looking into the email and see what's going on with that.
Ken said he emailed, so.
Yeah, Ken said that he emailed, so hopefully, make sure you're using the wyldcamp 2024, right? At gmail.com.
Yeah.
So, hopefully that will work out for you guys. So, like I said, the VIP night will be really nice, I think. That's going to give you a chance to get there early and get that really early access to the sites. And it'll be a smaller group of people, so we'll be able to hang around the fire and have dinner and chat and, you know, just be a little more intimate. Matt said he sent an email, so hopefully things are starting to work out with the email. Yeah, see, now look, this is why, I know I say it all the time. Mr. Mike Limbs, Campfires in Life. Mike is such a huge super supporter of the channel, and he's always got, like, if you have a question about something, Mike knows something about it. And so Mike has he's got a new company. He's doing t-shirts and embroideries and stuff like that. And if we can, I'll try to get Sarah to find the link for that, or Mike can put it up in there and we'll try to find the link for it. But he's got a new company, so if you guys are looking for embroidery or t-shirts, things like that, you can get with Mike. But Mike said you can order DTF pre-designed, and we could borrow his heat press and do the shirts on site if we wanted. That would be awesome. So we were actually looking into buying a heat press for the event if we have to, but we'll look into it and see if before we really plan to do that, I need to make sure that we're going to be able to have the power and everything to do it online. I mean, to do it in the pavilion there, and make sure that we have everything available for that. But I'll get with Mike, and because I need to find out, like, those heat presses may take a lot of power, and I don't really know how much is available down there. Where is everybody? Where's everybody watching from tonight? I want to try to get an idea of where everybody's at. If you have any questions or comments or anything, please go ahead and put them in the chat here. If we don't have the answer for you right now, we'll get them. But this is what, you know, I kind of wanted to do this as a discussion too, as well as announcements. So if anybody has any questions or anything. Okay. Wheels and Reels said he emailed. So looks like the email is working. Mike said 120 volts, so we might be able to do that. If they've got just regular power there, we may be able to do that. So I'll get with you, Mike, and see if we can work that out. That would be really cool. It would be nice to be able to do the shirts in-house there. Ed Chaos. I said, where are you watching from? Ed said, home. Okay, smarty. But yeah, it'd be nice to be able to do the shirts there. Because like I said, we had quite a few people that wanted shirts last time. And we didn't have them there. Let's see. We've got some Wheels and Reels in Maryland. Matt is in Fort Valley, Georgia. Winter Haven, Florida. Central Pennsylvania. Mr. Tony from Random Adventures 2.0. Lakeland, Florida. Davenport, Florida. Skeeter's in Central Pennsylvania. We got Jason in Gastonia, North Carolina. So that's really cool. We got some people stretched out around. Middleburg. Ken's in Sparks, Georgia. Let's see. I'm trying to make sure that I got all my, I put all this thing together. I want to make sure I got all my little overlays at least on here. It really stinks that I messed up the tickers on there. But that's how it goes sometimes. Let's see, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to try to see if I can fix this while we're talking. That'll be a feat, won't it? So, Polk County in the house for Taco 05. Watch this. I think I can do this, guys.
Hoodies is a good idea, especially when it's...
Oh, yeah, hoodies would be a good idea. Let's see. Can I do this on the fly while everybody's watching me look like an idiot? How about them apples? I'm the greatest in the world. Look how cool that is. I'm excited about that. Okay, so that's what it was supposed to look like before. And I was supposed to have another ticker with the email address run across it. But I didn't get that. Let's see. Randy said, did I ever do Jennings? No, that's something that I've got planned. It's something that's on my list. But, man, I've had some stuff going on the last 3 weeks or so. And it's really put a kink in my plans. I'm finally going to get this weekend out to camp. And I'm needing it too. It's been one of those months, I guess. Shoot, it's been one of those years already. When you think about it, I don't know. Hopefully, we're getting all the crazy stuff out of the way early, and the rest of the year will be great. So. We got plenty of time to turn everything around before Wyld Camp, right? AJ Glenn says, are you wondering about power at Doe Lake? Yes. We were looking to maybe be able to use the power at Doe Lake to be able to press some t-shirts. So I know AJ has some good info on that, so hopefully he can help us. And I'm hoping that Doe Lake works out good for us, because I know that there are some stories about it being kind of, I don't know. There was, I think HangCon had a bad deal with them at one time, but hopefully everything will go smoothly. We're all booked up anyway. So, like I said, we picked Doe Lake because it was a much bigger venue and a much nicer place and stuff than we had last year. But considerably more expensive, like over 5 times as expensive as last year. So that's why we're hoping that everything will go well this time. Eeyore says, "Is it haunted?" It could be. I don't know. It's a really old place. I think it was uh, the CCC place out there, if I'm not mistaken. So AJ said there's power in the lodge. We used to run a sound system inside. That's cool. So speaking of sound system, we were talking about that the other night. So because we do have the pavilion inside, you know, with the sound or with the electric and all that stuff, I have a PA system. So after we do the raffle and everything, we may do a little after party inside the pavilion and have some music in there or something. And who knows, we may break out the microphones and do some bushcraft karaoke in there. That might be kind of fun. But we'll see how that works out. Like, I've got all the equipment, so the karaoke thing, if we've got enough service, we could try to do something like that. But I don't have a setup where you could, you know, have all the songs and everything on the computer already. Eli's here. He said pork steaks. So I'm glad he said pork steaks. So let's talk about Saturday night dinner. Saturday night, let's see. Okay. Thank you, AJ. We will definitely do that. He said get a paper confirmation in writing and check in periodically. Make sure they don't lose your reservation. Okay. We'll definitely check in and make sure that we've got that. I appreciate that input. Saturday night dinner. I think this year we're going to do pulled pork sandwiches for Saturday night dinner. And we're thinking about doing baked potatoes as a side on that, or a baked potato bar possibly. I don't know for sure, but something like that maybe. Deborah Parsons said Wyld Camp karaoke. Yep, that would be cool. Grant said be cool to hear me play bass. Yeah, I don't know. We may try to work something out. I don't know what we're gonna do with that yet, but it'll be fun anyway. But the bring your guitar, please. Yeah, so if anybody else has musical instruments, guitars, stuff like that, bring them, and we'll definitely get a jam going, even if we're just jamming around the campfire. So that'll be a lot of fun. Last year, me and Carl had a great time, but we'd love to have some other instruments out there. So let's see. AJ said haven't been back in a number of years, but last time the roads were rough, but they may have graded them since then. But yeah, so you know, it's in the national forest. Just let's expect to have, you know, some rough roads and stuff like that. That's just kind of.
I wonder if they've always used it for a wedding venue, because they are now, and I kind of think that they would have.
Yeah. So that's one of the things that Sarah and I were looking into. They're using it quite a bit for wedding venues now. So hopefully they'll kind of have some of that stuff worked out. Eli said just force Ian to cook them on the smoker. Well, I wasn't going to force him, but I was going to ask him to maybe smoke them for us, and try to be very convincing. But yeah, so hopefully if we can, Ian's got a nice smoker, and we'll be able to smoke some Boston butts and do pulled pork. I think that'll be really good. We will also have some salad and things like that, because I know not everybody can eat pork, and not everybody's going to want to eat pork. So I think pulled pork sandwiches would be nice, and then we'll have salads and some baked potatoes. I think is what we're going to work on. But yeah, I think that's going to be a nice dinner for Saturday night. And then we'll probably do the dinner around 6, 5:30, 6, somewhere in that area. And then after that, we'll do the raffle and everything. So I think the raffle is going to be good this year too. Campfire's Live said he has a pig box. Yeah, we may need it.
Is there anything that he doesn't have?
I know, I know. Mike, last year, Mike said, Random Adventures 2.0 said, good night, everyone. Still feeling a little rough. Yeah, sorry to see that you're not feeling well, Tony. I seen that in your live the other night. We'll be thinking about you, keep you in our prayers, buddy, and hope you get to feeling better soon. Thanks for coming and checking out the live stream, man. I really appreciate it. AJ said it would also suggest not hanging hammocks on the horse poles sprinkled around that place. They were starting to rot. Yeah, that's a good point.
Some people are getting mail notification failures. I'm working on it.
Okay. So Sarah's working on the email thing. I guess they're getting some email notification errors. So we're working on that, but we'll get that straightened out for you guys.
If they did send an email, leave a comment, and I will go back and personally contact everybody to make sure no one is left out.
Yeah. So I'm sure you could probably hear Sarah, but if you did try to email us and you got an error or something, leave a comment, not in the chat, in the live chat here. Leave a comment in the actual video, and we will contact you personally.
Apparently, because I made that Wyld camp one, and this one, Google flagged it as a robot, so I had to appeal it.
Oh, okay.
So,
Sarah appealed the email because initially she set up a Wyld camp email, but I thought that might be a little bit tough to remember. I mean, I know it doesn't seem like it, but the event's Wyld Camp, so we switched it over to the Wyld Camp 2024 email, and apparently that's given us some issues. So sorry about that. We'll get it all squared away soon.
yeah, as long as they leave a comment, we'll make sure we get everybody.
Yeah, so just make sure you leave us a comment, and we'll get everybody. So we're not gonna lose you or miss you on here. AJ said it's a beautiful place, nice lake access for paddling, great fire pit facilities were nice too. Should be a good venue. I sure hope so. I'm looking forward to it, and I think it's going to be a good event for everyone. Eli said whole hog barbecue would be cool, so long as it doesn't get cremated like your dad. Okay, yeah, that's true. So I have told this story several times, but I'll tell you guys one more time. So my dad, for whatever reason, growing up, decided that he wanted to do a luau for Christmas, and with the whole like a whole hog roasted and all that stuff, with the apple in his mouth and the pineapple over his tail and all that stuff. And we did it one year, and it worked great. The only drawback to that was kids would not eat it off of the hog. You had to go cut pieces for them. And so it worked out great, though. The hog was awesome. So fast forward a few years, and I'm maybe 17, 18 years old or so, and Dad decided he wanted to do it again. So he built this big metal box to put the hog in, and we actually had a spit to hang the hog over the fire. We built the fire inside the box and had this spit to roast the hog. And we sat there all night long with this hog and rotated that thing, and I mean, it looked awesome. And I don't know, it was probably 6:30, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in there. I don't remember exactly. But the fire was almost completely out. The hog was done. It was ready, and we were going to have lunch, and that hog was going to be ready for lunch. So we decided we'd go in. We'd been up all night. Let's go in, take a little nap. The hog is ready, and we went in and took a nap. Well, like I said, the fire was almost completely out. That fat started dripping on those coals. And when I went out, I took a little nap and I woke up maybe about 11 or so. We were going to have lunch at noon. When I got up and I walked out to check on that hog, the only thing left of that hog was a jawbone and 2 feet that were wired to that spit. It dripped the fat into that fire, and it caught that hog on fire and cremated that thing. I mean, burned it completely gone. There was nothing left but a jawbone and 2 little feet. So, I mean, it is crazy that happened, but that is an actual fact. That happened, guys. So, let's see. Yeah, we'll definitely try to avoid having something like that happen. It was hilarious. Or it wasn't hilarious at the time. It's funny now looking back on it, but it wasn't at the time. A little of Keel Outdoors. Hello there. A little bit late, but finally got to catch your live. Enjoy all your content, my friend. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Let's see. Trying to see what that says. I can't say that. Yeah, let's not sure what that's about. Let's do this real quick.
You want to get rid of it?
Yep.
I got it.
Let's see. What am I missing?
We talked about
Yeah, is there anything that I've...
location, dates?
Yep, we talked about location, the dates. The VIP night, which is going to be awesome. I don't know that we missed anything.
I don't think so.
There's...
And like you already said, we've got 10 months to figure it out. We're way, way, way ahead of the game. So
Right.
especially as it get closer, we will have more details and remind everybody and probably do the newsletters again.
Right, yeah, we'll definitely do the newsletters and everything again. And also we have on Facebook, we have a Wyld Camp page. And if you join that Wyld Camp page, I'll throw a link to that in our up on our Rewild Outdoors page. And but if you'll go in there and you'll follow that Wyld Camp page on there, then we'll post periodically on there, and that way everybody will be able to keep up with that. Matt Grill says, when will tickets go on sale? So the Wild Bunch will get early access to ticket sales. So if you're one of the patrons, like I said earlier, you've got to join Patreon and be a 3-month member of the premium tier, which is $5 of Patreon. And then, but those tickets will go on sale July 4th. Easy to remember, Independence Day, and that's for the Patreon. General admission for everyone else will go on sale August 1st. And like I said, those tickets, so the Wild Bunch tickets though they're $25, right? So the Wild Bunch gets a $5 discount on their tickets. For the event, it's $25 for the Wild Bunch. So like I said, the general admission tickets are $30 for the weekend for adults, $15 for 13 to 17, and 12 and under are free. So if you've got some little kids, make sure you bring them, because we're going to have some classes and hikes and things like that for the kids too. And we'd love to have them. That's that's part of what this channel is about, guys. Getting these little ones involved and bringing them up, learning how to do this outdoor stuff. And if we can get them involved early and get them enjoying the outdoors early, we have a better chance of keeping them into the outdoor activities as they get older. So, oh, it's only $5. No, it's $25 for the yes, our Patreon membership. We have 3 tiers: $1, $3, and $5. But to become but to get access for the third night, the VIP night for Wyld Camp, you have to be a $5 patron member for 3 months. So, and the reason we did that was last year we didn't really make that distinction, and we had a couple people join for $1, get their tickets, and then cancel their membership. Not a huge deal, but that's not the point of it. We kind of want to have you as a Wild Bunch member too. And Wild Bunch, you get early access to videos. We typically do Monday or Tuesday videos, early access for the Wild Bunch. You get early access to new merch and stuff like that. We've got some Wild Bunch stickers that actually I've got to order some because we've got some new members of the Wild Bunch. So, there's some Wild Bunch specific stuff, some patron specific stuff. So it's cool, and it's a family. We've got a private Facebook group for the Wild Bunch, and we can get in there and you can post your adventures and your trips, and we can discuss them, and we've got a chat in there, so that's pretty cool. Skeeter said, I used to be a DJ in my younger years and still have all my music plus karaoke music. That's cool. Yeah, that'd be neat, Skeeter. Wheel and Reel said the little one is ready and already have a hammock set up for him. That's awesome. So I'm trying to remember who it was. It was Dustin, one of our Wild Bunch members. Dustin was saying the other day that he loves to hammock camp, but his son wants to sleep with him, and so in a hammock that's kind of tough. And I told him that he needs to look into that little gear hammock, because his boy is small. Look into that little gear hammock from One Wind Outdoors, and he could hang it like right above his hammock, so he lays in his, and then Kiddo lays in the one above him. That'd be kind of cool. Campfire's Life says, join the family. Yes, by all means, join the family. It's $5, guys, and you get some extra perks and stuff like that. And those little things do help the channel. So Patreon, that's what pays for fuel for trips and stuff like that. Patreon has helped buy gear and help with the cameras and stuff like that. Wheels and Reels is Dustin. That's right. I'm sorry, buddy. I forgot. But yeah. So the Patreon members really help the channel out. And I know I've said it before, but I didn't monetize the channel because I didn't want you guys getting inundated with unnecessary ads. I know you're going to get some ads anyway, but I didn't want you to just get blasted with ads. And I wanted you to be able to support the channel if you wanted to. I didn't want you to feel like you were being forced to support the channel, so that's why we have the Patreon. Randy said, perfect weekend for me. I may be able to finally attend. Could possibly teach a class. Yeah, Randy, reach out to me. I would love to see what you got in mind for a class. That would be awesome. A little of Keel Outdoors said, my 10 and 12-year-olds enjoy kayak camping with me. It's good to get the kids outside and away from electronics. Absolutely. And I know I've said this one in the past too, but I'll go ahead and reiterate that. What really kind of started this thing for me, wanting to make the videos, was one Christmas morning. I think I went to town for something. I can't remember why. And there was no new bicycles. not a single new bicycle in the neighborhood. And it just was like a light bulb to me. It's like, why in the world are these kids not out on bicycles? And I know they're all sitting inside the house on some sort of device or playing a game or something like that. And I decided then that I wanted to do something to start helping kids or inspiring kids to get outside. So that's what this whole thing is about.
Google is reviewing that appeal, so hopefully it should be back up soon.
So, can you guys hear Sarah when she's talking? Just find out. But she said Google is reviewing that appeal, and hopefully the email will be back up soon. Skeeter said, now do outdoors. I started my channel beginning of the year. Not doing too bad with a bad liver. And I like to learn more about the outdoors. Well, I'm sorry to hear you got a bad liver, buddy. So, I've probably asked you in the past, but what is the name of your YouTube channel? If you'll throw it in the comments here, everybody can go check it out. But yeah, Blackie Thomas. I met Blackie Thomas a few, I don't know, last year maybe. And we have really had a good time becoming friends and talking and stuff like that. And Blackie said something to me that really stuck with me. And he said that he uses the term, we are the woodsmen that say we, because any information that you get was learned from someone else. So it's our job to pass that on to someone else. So, you know, we're all out here in this together, and we're all learning together. So, yeah, I love to learn stuff about the outdoors. A little Keel Outdoors said, being from PA, I'm hoping to be able to attend in the future. That would be awesome. Eeyore said a bit like Charlie Brown's teacher.
I can project if I need to.
Oh, that's what it is. I got it now. Yeah, yeah, you can. We'll have Sarah project a little more. But she said that she's, they're reviewing that, and hopefully it'll be back up soon. Yeah, Ken said he met Blackie at Georgia Bushcraft Base Camp 2023. Blackie's a really great guy. That guy has knowledge. I mean, literally anything. You can throw something at him in his live stream and say, oh, I've got a percussion cap revolver from 18 so-and-so, and just off the top of his head he can tell you, oh yeah, well, what you need is this. I mean, and he's dead on. The guy has a wealth of knowledge. And then just outdoors, I don't call people experts because I feel like we always have something to learn. Oh, Ken said, I met him. Yeah, that's right. But if I was going to call someone an expert, Blackie would probably be on the top of my list. Let's see. So yeah, I think we pretty much covered everything. I even have a little notebook here, guys, of stuff that I was trying to make sure I covered, because I wanted to get this thing just right for you guys. You see, I've got a page of notes here, and then I've got more notes over here.
I think that live stream is synonymous with issues for everyone.
Yeah, maybe so. But literally, I have spent nights this week up late practicing this and trying to make sure it went well, and then right off the bat it ran off the rails, but that's okay. Seaway 44 says, sorry I missed the show, I will watch the rerun. Yeah, definitely watch the rerun, because there's some good information in here that you're going to want to know. So that will help you get early access it if you want it for the event. Scooter said it isn't coming up for some reason.
It might be blocking it because it doesn't like you to put that stuff in the comments for whatever reason.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's probably what it is, Skeeter. It may be that it's just, you may not be able to put the link up for it, Skeeter, but just type in the name of the channel and we'll try to find the link for it. Mike Hine says, if I'm not able to get out so much. This channel is such a blessing. Awesome content. Thanks so much. I can't tell you how much I appreciate you saying that. That really makes everything that we do worth it, because it is a lot of work. It really is a lot of work. But seeing comments like that, you know, if you can't get out there, just being able to watch it, if it helps, that's, you know, all the reason in the world for us to be able to do it.
I just posted the link to his channel.
Okay.
Because I'm an admin and let me do it.
Okay, so Sarah posted a link to Skeeter's YouTube channel. So if you get a chance, go give him a watch. It is, looks like PA Wild Boys.
Skeeter.
My first.
It's under Skeeter.
Oh, it's under Skeeter. Okay. Very awesome. Yeah, I'll have to go check that out, Skeeter. Grant said definitely going to be a Patreon member. You did great, man. First time joining a live stream. Looked fine to me. I can't wait for Wyld Camp 24. So, I appreciate that, Grant. I really do. And, you know, I know that we're early in the game for Wyld Camp, but I wanted to make sure you guys have all the information, and that way we could get it to you as quick as we can. And throughout the next few months, as things come up, as we start adding classes and things like that, we will keep you guys posted. So make sure you follow us. You can follow us on the Instagram and on our Facebook stuff, and then we'll also post in the community tab. I don't post a lot in the community tab on YouTube, but I will post updates and stuff like that for Wyld Camp in there. So I try not to spam you guys too much with like Wyld Camp stuff, like Wyld Camp. I don't want you to be spammed with it, but as things come up, I'll try to make that information available for you. So Skeeter said, "I'm new. Thanks everyone. I'm trying my best." Hey, that's all we're trying to do. The rest of us, man, we're just trying to do our best. And if you can put some content out there that inspires people and gets people outside, you're doing a good job. So just keep at it, buddy. We all, you know, that's how we all started. But I think I'm pretty much got everything I needed to say. And how long have we been going? It seems like
a little over an hour.
A little over an hour, so not too long.
You can let everyone know that once we get that email back, any questions, comments, and stuff like that would be helpful to go through that email, because I know last year you were like trying to remember, did they message me on Instagram?
Yeah.
Was it on, you know?
Exactly. So, yeah, last year I did get a ton of questions and comments and things like that about Wyld Camp from all the different sources, which is fine, but it would be easier for us to get back to you in a timely manner and make sure that we don't accidentally miss you somehow. If you guys can use that email, which we'll have that squared away pretty soon.
Yeah.
And
if they use the email, one of us can answer. If they just send it to you, I'm not looking at your stuff.
Yeah. So, yeah, exactly. So, if you use the email, it's likely that Sarah may be the one that answers you, which you're going to get probably a better response from Sarah. There's a good chance that you'll be able to actually understand the response and get good info. Overland, Florida. Overland, Florida in the house. Yo. Glad you could make it for our live stream. That's awesome. So, I want to talk to you. I know this is a long way off and you got a very busy schedule, but I want to talk to you about Wyld Camp because we are going to have some overlanding options out there. So, I don't want to put you on the spot, but maybe we could get you to do a little overlanding demonstration or something like that. So, I know I put you on the spot, but we'll talk about it and maybe we can get that worked out. That would be cool. Matt said, Doe Lake will need an ice machine for my mixed drink.
They may.
I don't know if they've got one or not. I've never actually been inside the pavilion, but we'll see what we can do. So that's what I started to say earlier last year about Mike, Campfires in Life. We had 50 people-ish last year, and it was for 2 nights, and Mike brought, must have been 25 or 30 bags of ice in a giant cooler. I was like, we're here for 2 nights, Mike. But it was awesome. Mike is such a huge help. He's been a huge supporter of the channel, and we appreciate him so much. Yep, Matt said overlanding spots would be great. Now, like I said earlier, there's no electric, RV sites or anything like that. No hookups for RVs out there. But you will be able to set up your vehicles and stuff out there for overlanding. So, Kevin said, of course, I can do whatever. I'll see if I'm off that weekend. Yes, so Sarah posted the link. So the event will be December 13th through the 15th, with a VIP night on the 12th for the Wild Bunch and super supporters.
Portable ice machine.
Overland Florida said, I have a portable ice machine. Of course you do. Of course you do, Kevin. So the first time I met Kevin, he was telling me about all the stuff that, because Kevin's got a really good YouTube channel, and people send him a bunch of stuff. And he was telling me, I've got these refrigerators that are in my garage or whatever that I haven't even used yet, and all this stuff for his overlanding stuff. Kevin just got a freaking FJ Cruiser, which is pretty sweet. I've loved those things since they come out, so he's going to be doing a build on that, which should be awesome. That's going to be awesome.
Ask everybody if they have any suggestions for vendors or who they might like us to reach out to sponsor the raffle.
Yeah, so that's a good point. So if you have suggestions for vendors that you'd like for us to reach out to and try to get, can't promise anything, but if you'll let us, in the comments here, let us know who you'd like to see us reach out to for vendors and for raffle prizes and stuff like that, or if you have suggestions for companies that we could reach out to for raffle prizes, that would be awesome. And we'll definitely be reaching out. I'm hoping that we can get some people on board that we had last year. Last year we had Sawyer and Tuff Possum and Grim Survival and Drink Element, and I'm missing somebody. Who else? Simple Shot, Slingshots. So Kevin said, I have a new refrigerator I'll give you as a raffle. So just I'll get it from you and we'll see about the raffle. I might just put it in my Jeep setup.
Like the cooler kind of?
Yeah, it's like the cooler refrigerator setup.
I'll win it.
Sarah wants to win that, Kevin. That would be awesome, man. Yeah, we'd appreciate that. Grant said any vendor that has or sells Dyneema, we'll look into it. I'll see what we can find out. and like I said, this is our second year. I'm thinking that we're going to be able to double what we did last year.
Yeah.
And so that would be, if we can do that, that will be a good reason for companies to want to send prizes and sponsors and stuff. So we're actually going to be looking into some actual, like a presenting sponsor for the event and stuff like that. So we've still got some work to do, but it's going to be a good event. Matt Grayl said portable solar generator sponsors.
Good idea.
Yep, that's a good idea. We'll look into that. I reached out last year and I had some communication with Tuff, the folding kayak company, but I never was able to work that out with them. So I'm hoping I can get them this year to come out and at least do a demonstration or something out there. That would be cool. I would love to have them come out. So you guys start messaging Tuff, the folding kayak company, and let's lobby those guys for a demonstration at Wyld Camp this year. It would be really, really cool.
That's a good one. One Tigress.
Yeah, One Tigress. We'll see about them. We will be contacting like One Wind Outdoors. We'll see about hanging high hammocks and all of our usual friends and stuff to see what we can get. Miss Deborah said, Sarah, will you be making some cool gifts for the raffle?
I can make a Grinch.
Sarah said she can make a Grinch for the raffle. So that would be cool.
It will be Christmas time.
Yep, that's right. That would be pretty cool. So, Sarah's also talking about doing a, a cold process soap? Mm-hmm. A cold process soap making class. For the event, so that would be pretty cool. If you're interested in soap making and homesteading and stuff like that, you might be interested in Sarah doing that class. That would be pretty cool. Let's see. What did I miss?
Mike, I'm gonna put a limit on you.
So Mike is awesome. He's very, very supportive, like I said. And Sarah, I said that Sarah could make Grinches, and Mike's like, I'll take 2. Oh, that's funny.
I know I might have to have a Grinch order form before the.
Yeah. They're fighting over the Grinches. The note the Grinches for me. Yeah, so we'll reach out to Grayl also and see if we can get Grayl on board. Yeah. That would be really cool. I've done that water safety and treatment class, and I'll tell you, out of all the filters out there, Grayl is your best bet as far as being an all-around filter. So if you guys are interested in that kind of stuff, I'll be doing that class. So that should be very informative. Let's see. See, Kim Barrett said Arcturus, Grayl Outdoor Elements. Yep, that's a good one. There's I can make multiple Grinches. Yeah. Sarah, it's so funny to watch her because she sits here and she'll crochet, and I'll see her with a bag of yarn, and in just a little while, crocheting, she'll be like, here's a leg, here's an arm, and it won't be long and there'll be some sort of stuffed animal. It's pretty interesting to see. Dustin said I need a dinosaur for my 4-year-old.
I do.
She does dinosaurs. She does dinosaurs. Grant said Nalgene and Eno hammocks. We'll reach out to them. We were looking at possibly, and I don't want to. I'm not going to say any names or anything yet. but we're possibly looking into a partnering with a nonprofit for this, and that's still up in the air. I don't know for sure about that yet, if we can make that work. But if we can make that work, that will really open the door for us to get some better sponsors and things like that. Because last year, REI was willing; they would have given us some stuff for it, and Bass Pro Shop would have, but we had to be a 501c3, and I don't know anything about that. So we're looking into that. We've got somebody that may be helping us out with that if everything works out. So it would it'd be cool if we could do that, because like I said, that would open the door for us to get some better Rewild and the quest for the Holy Grail. Yes, that's awesome. That needs to be a what do you call it? A campaign now. We need to do Rewild and the quest for the Holy Grail to get Grayl to either sponsor us or send us some stuff for the event. That would be cool. Sarah said, anyone can message me. I have an order form. So Sarah does do some really awesome stuff. Do you have anything out there? Can you grab it, or you want me to grab it?
It might not be.
You might have sold it all.
Well, or it's over at the studio.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, Sarah's got some really awesome stuff. She makes stuffed animals, and they're all handmade. It's really cool. So Deborah said she tried to win the cute thing she made last year. Yeah, Sarah will try to. I think she'll probably have a couple of things this year. Yes.
That's the only thing I brought over here.
This is the only thing she's got over here right now. But check this little thing out. It's a little. It's kind of like a love bug, but Sarah made this thing, guys. How cool is that?
The jumping spider, but I don't know if people will care about that.
Yeah, she's got a jumping spider that she made and all kind of stuff. So it's pretty crazy what she can do. Pretty neat. Let's set this little guy right here. All right. Let's see. Grant says. So Grant said, "What are those bags called that filter water?" Of course, you'd ask me that, and now I can't think of what they're right off the top of my head. They're help me out, Ken.
Oh, I like that.
I know Ken knows what he's talking about. The water filter, millbank bag. See, thank you, Ken. Thank you, Ken. Ken was already on the ball before I asked him to do it.
Miss Deborah, that everybody can bring a toy to donate for Toys for Tots or something like that.
Yeah, that would be cool. We could look into that too. Everybody bringing a toy or something like that to donate for Toys for Tots. That would be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Or we have a program through work for the PEDS program.
Yeah, Sarah works for Community Hospice in Gainesville, and maybe I shouldn't have put the name out there, but Sarah works for a hospice in Gainesville, and they do have, unfortunately, a program where you can donate stuff like that for their PEDS program. And I mean, whether it's a child that's fighting a battle and, you know, is in the hospice, or a parent that have small children and stuff like that. So, you know, those kind of things, it would be nice to be able to donate to that. So
Last year we had someone come as Buddy the Elf to deliver them.
oh, that's neat. Yeah, that would be cool. It won't be long, the way this beard is going, I could go as Santa Claus.
There you go.
I've already got the round little belly. Ken said he's looking at the chat. Well, I appreciate your help, buddy. I really do. Do it for Sarah's hospital. sir, I think you got to start a hospital now. I don't want to keep everybody too long, but I appreciate everybody. I really appreciate everybody staying here and joining us and helping us out and giving us some really great suggestions. And it's been a good night. So Ken said 100% agree with Deborah. So we'll look into that too. We'll definitely keep that in mind. So
I like it.
Yep, that would be a good cause for us to kind of get behind. So, all right, guys. So I think we're going to call it for tonight. I appreciate everybody joining us. And like I said, if you have any questions or problems with the email or whatever, leave a comment below in the video, not in this chat, in the video, and we'll get back to you and make sure that we personally get you taken care of. So I truly, truly appreciate every one of you and appreciate your support for the channel and for Wyld Camp. If you would, hit that like button down there for me, and share this out to your friends if you think they'll be interested in Wyld Camp. It's going to be a good event, guys. It's going to be a lot of classes, I'm hoping, and stuff like that. The raffle should be awesome this year, so it's going to be a great event. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next week.